So you're working a full-time job and you want to leave that full-time job and create artwork full-time. It's a tough thing to do, but is it doable? Yes. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Jeroy Henry, and I helped a ton of artists leave their 9-to-5 jobs and become full-time artists. I'm telling you this because in this video, I'm gonna be sharing the step-by-step process you need to start applying today if you want to leave your full-time job and do what you love for a living, which is creating artwork. With that being said, I'm not going to waste much time and we're going to just jump straight into this one. So first, we need to understand your numbers. How much are you earning per month from your full-time job? By the way, before we really jump into the details of this video, this is the video that you should be pausing along the way and writing down and figuring out these answers. So first, find out how much are you earning from your monthly job. And this is before taxes. How much are you making per month? 5,000, 7,000, 3,000, 2,000, 8,000, whatever that number may be. Figure that number out and write that number down. Become crystal clear with how much are you earning from your job before taxes. Now, once we have that identified, you want to do the next thing. You want to set yourself a goal. You have to have a goal set in stone. What do I mean by this? That means you live by this goal. Like, this is the only way you can leave your job, and that's once this goal is accomplished. Now, here's how you're going to set this goal. Once you identify how much you're making from your 9-to-5 job, you want to set your goal at a minimum of $2,000 more than a 9-to-5 job. Let me explain. Let's say in your 9-to-5 job, you're making $4,000 per month. Well, you're gonna set your goal at $6,000 per month. And I'm gonna make all this make sense later on in the later video. Just stay with me for now. So you're gonna set a goal at a $2,000 increase from your 9-to-5 job. Why? Well, setting that goal at an additional $2,000 will give you margin of error. That means you have an additional $2,000 that you'll be earning just in case you're having a bad month one month, just in case things don't go as the plan. You've been making an additional $2,000. What that means? That means this $2,000 in addition don't go to buying fun toys, gifts, spending it on extra art supplies. This is your money that you should be putting straight into savings. So once you're achieving this goal, this money should go straight to savings in preparation for rainy days. Here's why this is so important. You see, in a transition from your 9-to-5 job to becoming a full-time artist, there's one thing that we cannot count for, and that's consistency. What do I mean by this? You're gonna have some great months, and that's gonna be phenomenal. You may have a consistent process in place, and that's phenomenal, but your months as far as how much you earn is gonna always vary. You set your 9-to-5 job, you know as long as you go to work, you're gonna get the same exact amount on your check every single month. But when you become your own boss, it just don't work that way. One month may be a $4,000 month, one month may be a $6,000, one month may be $3,000, one month may be $8,000, and when you tally up all the months at the end of the year, you may average $6,000, which is great. So you want to prepare for those slower months during your best months, and this is where those extra $2,000 come into place, and it's crucial. Now we have the goal set, which is $2,000 more than how much we're making from our 9-to-5 job. The next thing you want to do is you want to set yourself a 3-month consistent goal. What do I mean by this? So what I tell my current artists is that you want to hit your financial goal, which is $2,000 more than what you make at your current job, for a consistent 3 months. So let's break this down. Let's say at your 9-to-5 job, you're currently making $4,000 per month before taxes. $4,000 every single month. Now, in order for you to leave that job, this means you need to make $6,000 per month for a consistent 3 months. The reason you want to do this is because this is going to give you something I call proof of concept. Proof of concept just basically means it's proven that the strategy you're applying to make sales as a visual artist is working. And you do not, I repeat, you do not want to leave your job before you have proof of concept, before you have a proven strategy that you can rely on to consistently and repeatedly bring in sales. So this is very important. I know I'm sharing a lot of information and you should be pausing and taking notes, but I'm gonna just double back and sum up what I just mentioned. So first, identify how much you're making from your 9 to 5 job. Let's say it's $4,000. You want to set a goal that's $2,000 more at the minimum. This is margin of error. So now your goal is going to be $6,000 if you're making $4,000 per month. Once you set that margin of error, which is now your goal $6,000, you want to earn $6,000 in our sales for a consistent 3 months, which would then give you proof of concept. Now that we understand this up until this point, here's how you want to move forward. It's time for implementation. So you want to carve out 2 hours of your day outside of work, outside of painting. 2 hours of your day to dedicate specifically to the marketing and sales side of your art career. I talk about this a lot, but I'm gonna really break this down here. When I talk about marketing and sales, I want to make this extremely simple. I'm very big on simplicity. I truly believe the more simple the process, the quicker you're going to see results. So when I say marketing and sales, here's exactly what I want you to focus on. Focus all your energy on 1, getting as many people to see your artwork as possible. That's marketing. And 2, getting into as many conversations as possible with those people that see your artwork. That's it. You're trying to get your artwork seen by as many people as possible, and then have as many conversations as possible to try and get them to purchase. A fun little tip on top of that is try and focus on 1 platform. And if you do have 2 platforms, make sure they work together. What I mean by this is your main platform may be Instagram, but Instagram Reels as well as TikTok Reels work pretty much hand in hand, so you could post the same content on both platforms. Now, with that being said, you still gonna have that 1 platform as your main focus. My favorite is Instagram. Now, using Instagram, you want to be producing as much content as possible, and when people see your content, which is your artwork, you want to try to take that to as many conversations as possible. If you just focus on this 1 step alone, you're going to start seeing a huge improvement. If you're not seeing sales just yet from applying this, you're going to start seeing more engagement. You're going to start seeing more interest. You're going to start seeing more people ask about purchasing your artwork if done correctly. Now that that's understood, here's where you really want to focus your energy, and that's on bettering your sales. The sales conversation is going to be the most important part. Whatever you do, do not send people to your website and just leave it up to the website for that person to purchase. Try to have genuine conversations with those potential buyers to get them to buy your artwork. If you've been following me for some time, you know I talk a lot about the power of a genuine conversation. You don't have to be a phenomenal salesperson. You don't even have to know how to sell at all. If you're talking to the right buyer and they're already showing interest in purchasing your work, you just need to have a genuine conversation with that person. That's it. So have genuine conversations, but also start studying sales. Get better at having conversations. Learn how to build relationships, and these relationships are going to be worth a ton. These relationships is going to be the backbone of your entire art career. So focus all your attention. Become obsessed on getting better at those conversations. Like, understand that's the cream of the crop. That's where you're going to make all your money. That's where you're going to make all your dreams come true, is in those conversations. So once again, we want to be marketing, which is getting a ton of people to see our artwork. But then second, you want to be in as many conversations as possible and bettering those conversations as best as you possibly can. Like, become obsessed with these conversations. Become obsessed with making people happy, making them smile, making them fall in love with your work, and then ultimately purchasing. Now, once you're at this stage, you should be seeing sales at this point. But remember, the goal here is to leave the 9-to-5 job to create artwork full time, right? So here's where it gets really important. The next thing you want to do is, once you have things dialed in and you start to have a process that you're applying and you're in a ton of conversations and you're making sales, you want to understand repeatable numbers. Keyword, repeatable numbers. Let me explain. Understanding repeatable numbers basically means understanding what numbers you have to hit that's going to ultimately get you to your end goal, which in this case, $6,000 per month if we're making $4,000 a month at our 9-to-5 job. So I'm gonna give an example. Let's say after 2 months that you had $6,000 months, you realize you had a total of 92 conversations, right? And you notice after having 92 conversations, you typically make $7,000 per month. Well, now you understand my repeatable number per month is for me to have 100 conversations. A little error of margin there, right? So, as long as I have 100 conversations, I should be making at least 7,000 per month. Now you may be thinking, wow, Gerard, 100 conversations in a month, that sounds like a really lot of conversations. But in reality, if you really break it down to the day-to-day, it's really not. We're really talking about 3 to 4 conversations a day, which is extremely doable. I mean, you spend that same amount of time talking with your friends anyway. So understand that if I have 3 to 4 conversations every single day with potential buyers, they're going to be buying my artwork. Now, the next question may be, but Gerard, how the heck do I have 3 to 4 conversations every single day? Well, that goes back to the marketing. The more people you have seeing your artwork, the more conversations you will have. And it's that simple. You see, on Instagram, let's say you start to post reels and your reels getting 1,000 views, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, however many views you may get. Then you want to take that engagement and have conversations with those people that engage with you. This is exactly how my artists crush it. I mean, obviously, they know the details of what to say and how to go about those conversations, but this framework will get you to where you want to go. And as long as you're getting in front of enough people and pushing those people to conversations, and you understand your numbers, which means how many conversations you have to have every single month to hit your goal, now you have laser focus. And this is something 99% of artists don't have. 99% of artists do not have a strategic process that they could laser focus on and follow to get to the goals they want to achieve. So in this one video, you literally identified the goal, which is leaving your 9-to-5 job, understand what you have to do to leave that 9-to-5 job, and understand what metrics and numbers you need to have in place to leave that 9-to-5 job. Now it's just up to you to do it. So with that being said, I'm gonna put another video here walking through some key steps to making that actually happen when it comes to you taking your art career to the next level and becoming that full-time artist. See you on that video.